All right, welcome into 5 Reasons to Bet here on the 5 Reasons Sports Network YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can find me at Ethan J. Skolnick and at 5 Reasons Sports. We got our guy Jim Rodriguez. You can follow him at JRod Show, presented as always by BUSR.com. Use the backslash and the 5RSN to get that 20% bonus. We're not just telling you for us, we're telling you for you. You want that extra money. So make sure you get that 20% bonus, backslash 5RSN. It'll take you right in there. You don't need to do anything else except deposit and bet. All right, let's get to it, Jim. We got some NBA, we've got some baseball, both of which Miami teams will be involved tonight. So we'll touch on those second in each case. Let's start with the basketball here first. Interesting game, red hot Knicks, but the schedule is going to start to get tougher, and that starts here with a Phoenix team that's pretty damn good, and the number is not very high in this game.
Yeah, it's sort of weird. This is sort of a conundrum for any sports investor, as I like to say. Suns -2, over-under is 215. Here's sort of the backstory with it. The Knicks have covered 12 straight games, and both teams, the Suns and Knicks, 80-48-1 against the spread this year. So they do cover the number. Knicks, of course, straight up, they've won 9 in a row. They're smack dab in the middle of the NBA race. Listen, I like the Knicks. I mean, I like the Suns in this. I know Crowder may or may not play. That's going to help them defensively. It's also help them, offensively. Phoenix -2. They played yesterday, the Suns, in Brooklyn. Go across, now play the Knicks. I think we're going to see points. I think that's what we're going to see. So 215 is a good number to go over. But I like the Suns. I like the Suns -2. I like them straight up to win the game. You'll get a better odd at BUSR laying the 2 points. So I'll take the Suns -2, and I'll go over 215. The streak ends tonight at the Garden for the Knicks.
Curious to see Bridges guard Randall, which I think is probably something that's going to happen a little bit tonight. And, of course, Chris Paul. Derrick Rose is always fun, even if they may not be exactly what they were, although in Paul's case, it's pretty damn close. All right, let's get to the Heat now. That Bulls game the other night was a roller coaster. They got up 20 early, and then I don't know what they were doing at the end of the game. Can't get any consistency. Looks like most guys are going to play tonight. No Oladipo, of course. Bulls have been here now over the weekend in Miami. That can't be a good thing. What do you see?
Listen, the Heat kind of looked like the Dodger bullpen last night, blowing that 7-1 lead to the Padres. Ugh, not even going to talk about that. I have not been able to get on the right side of the Heat all year. You know this. I'm trying to figure it out. They're either mad at me. I don't know. The number right now, it's the Heat are laying 6. Over-under is 205. I like the 205 over. I like that. 6, I'll take the Bulls +6 just because I'm never on the right side of it. So I'll take the Bulls, getting 6 points, and this just because they're getting 6 points. The one bet I do like, first quarter, over 50.5. That's not a lot of points for both teams, 50.5. As long as, that South Beach malaise doesn't hit the Bulls too much, running around. Maybe they're all fully vaccinated now. Who knows? I'll take over 50.5 first quarter for sure. Bulls Heat. I'll take the Bulls with reservations getting 6, but I'll definitely take the over 205.5.
Well, the one thing about Miami is as poorly as they've played offensively this year, they've had some big first quarters. It tends to fall apart in the second. So I'm kind of with you there. I could see them getting in the high 20s, which might be enough to push that 50. I kind of like that number myself. All right, let's get to some baseball. We'll do the Marlins last here. Another game on the slate that you wanted to take a look at.
Phillies and Cardinals out in St. Louis. Listen, the Phillies are terrible on the road. The friendly confines of the bank out in Philly. Maybe it's the cheesesteaks. Maybe it's who knows what it is. They stink on the road. Adam Wainwright's pitching for the Cardinals. Old man River himself. He's got an ERA over 5, but Adam Wainwright always finds a way. The over-under in this thing is 8.5. I like the under in this, but I like the Cardinals getting a run and a half. Remember, the Phillies stink. I know Zach Wheeler's pitching for the Phils. He's been okay, but I like Wainwright. I like the Cardinals getting a run and a half, and mainly so because Philadelphia stinks on the road. So I'll take the under 8, and I'll take the Cardinals getting a run and a half in this game.
Again, you can bet this at BUSR.com, 5RSN. Let's get to the Marlins. Couldn't score again yesterday. We're down 4-0. then got 3. But Jazz Chisholm, their young star, has been in a little bit of a valley here, and he couldn't punch it in there at the end, so they lose 4-3. How do you see this going today?
Listen, it's been a weird sort of road trip. They they were here, flew all the way to San Francisco. Now go to Milwaukee. I mean, you think they would have put them, go play the Dodgers or go play the Padres, go play the Diamondbacks. But no, all the way back out to Milwaukee. It's clearly those who make the schedule don't have to play the schedule. The number, to me, is too low. It's 6.5. And I know the Marlins have had trouble scoring runs. It's a pretty good pitching matchup, but that's a hitter-friendly ballpark. Better than Oracle or Pac Bell or AT&T or whatever they're calling it these days in San Francisco. I like Miller Park as a hitter's ballpark. 6.5 runs, even with the over/under, even with the woeful Marlins, and plus the Brewers, one of the best teams in the Central Division. I'll take the over 6.5 Marlins Brewers tonight.
All right, so over on Marlins Brewers, over on the first quarter Bulls Heat, but taking the Bulls +6 if you got to go either direction there. Like the Suns, -2 against the Knicks, and then Philadelphia. And I'm sorry, who are we looking at?
I'll take the Cardinals getting a run.
The Cardinals with Wainwright. I'm sorry, Cardinals with Wainwright against Philadelphia. All right.
I think you were hanging out with the Bulls this weekend, Ethan. I think that's what it is.
Well, I don't know. I still wouldn't have taken that shot. Denzel Valentine took at the end of that game. Denzel Washington. We're talking about the Oscars. Apparently, that was a bleep show, too. You watched it. I didn't. Follow him at JRod Show. Follow me at 5 Reasons Sports, presented by BUSR.com/5RSN. Get that 20% bonus. Use Bitcoin, which apparently NFL players are now taking their salary in Bitcoin, and you'll get 100% bonus. We'll be back on Wednesday.